Hey there, everyone! Welcome back to Dream Daddy. We're still on a date with Damien, after all. Damien is making a point of telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Sizzle. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. He thinks I'm lovely. Damn. Okay. Here comes the smooth response. Thanks. No problem. Crushed it. We both stand there, feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. Call me a forklift man because I'm a smooth operator. Are you getting a little hungry? Maybe we could stop off and grab something to eat? Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery? What? Are we going in there? A little bit of Victorian flavor, Daddy. Trust me. I'll trust you, Damien. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones, and a cool Eurobeat Eurobeat kind of starts to come into my ears, I think. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him. For being cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Picnicking in a graveyard is an old Victorian tradition, an appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and a picnic basket. Wait, where were you hiding that? Under my cloak? Plot space? Oh, right. But you know they don't allow snacks into the theater, right? Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down. Gazing out at the city lights, he produces a bottle of red wine and a selection of cheeses. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie? What? I wasn't... He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I'm not nearly that cool. I just have never been good at those. I just feel as if, though, because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie. It's quite alright. I actually didn't find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from the cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us separated. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think it gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit among so many generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. And the background music is helping for that. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. You're not alone, you're with Damien. He's built like a JoJo character. Look at that thin waist and broad shoulders. Suddenly it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance I see a shadowy figure on the trees. What is that? I'm not sure. It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly towards us. Its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer, moving faster. Woof! Oh, it's a dog. As it finally comes into light, the friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. Hey! We both look up, not expecting to see. Thanks! Thanks. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. What? What? Didn't know you had a dog? This isn't my dog. Found her wandering the street, put a leash on her, and now we're walking the graveyard together. Hunting cryptids. Damien and I share luck. Cryptids, by the way, are like cryptozoological creatures, which are like Bigfoot, Chupacabra, mermaids, you know, just to name a few. Just for the audience. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though. Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog? I don't know how to really pronunciate that. Disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares at them. I didn't know you liked dogs. Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would be accompanied by a small dog such as a terrier or a Maltese. I, think big dogs are nice too. Yeah, man. Dogs are cool. Yeah, dog. I do believe we've made enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home? Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it as my knees aren't what they used to be. And I could use some immortal help. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out to the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at a cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you, ever so kindly, for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Daddy, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Damien reaches into his clothes, pulls out a folded monogrammed handkerchief, and he presses it into my hand. Now the real question is, is it my monogram or is it his monogram? Wow, thank you, Damien. I'll use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. Whoa! A noble purpose. He liked that one. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say it's rare to find someone like you, someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. We're in this, boys. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. Huh. Unlock the door and step inside. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Hey, Dad, what's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, Okay, yes. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Damn, them vampire titties, top notch. Told you. But as it turns out, Damien is Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. We'll keep it between me and Damien. Scary cool. Yep, he's so cool, it's scary. Nice save, Daddy. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place where people used to throw parties? I think I'm misremembering that. That's alright. I'm pretty drunk on wine. And by wine, I mean Jameson. Because much like our girl Detectivito, Wampa likes to drink whiskey. Daddy Wampa, he likes his beer, but regular WampaOnRoids likes his whiskey. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure that you're not a werewolf? Huh, Amanda? Where were you that night? In the middle of the night? Huh? You come back home at 1:30? You think that you're not a werewolf? I don't trust you. Nor I you. We are making intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will ya? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. That's very thoughtful of her. Date complete. Embarrassed child? Mediocre. Cell phone history low. Victorian, very high. Edwardian, incredibly high. Rom-com? Mediocre. Get it? Because My Chemical Romance. Yeah, we get it. No, we know. Vampire, very high. High in points. High points. Points. Very high. Okay, well, let's get this third date on the roll. It's 13 minutes in. It's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down to the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make it out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. It's like me to ask this question, so I'm gonna do, did something happen? Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Okay. If you're gonna be like that, I'm not gonna force you to answer me. Like, this isn't Guantanamo yet. So, if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. Alright, I'll leave you be. I back out the door and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. I have no idea what made her so upset. She seems totally normal. I feel awful leaving her to cry, but I also feel like if I tried to do anything else, it would have made her more upset. I can't stop mentally psyching through all the sorts of awful things she might be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I do, I still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very lazy sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about what's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle and the toaster slams the freezer door. She won't even look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever and takes her still freezer burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Don't eat frozen waffles, kids. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda I had been hanging on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of fear, excitement and pure unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing ever happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. Start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline for her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say something about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like there's nothing I can do about it. Helplessness isn't a good feeling. Dad, So just, whatever it is. And you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping you could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Dad? It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting and around the word sad and had to start over, and it's beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks to serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? The whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I just feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So, you know, Emma R is going to that fancy school in California, right? Emma R. The other one? I guess you're not technically wrong. It's good to have fallbacks like that one. Ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? She's been spending more time with Grace and Emma P. Just thought it was all in my head for a while. But then I found from Rosie M that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's. On the same night, they all told me they would be busy studying for the Calc AB final. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and that's a thing. What? Whoa. I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bet liar. So are you. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was MR, and she promised not to tell anyone. I didn't confront them about it at the party because I didn't want to start drama. So I just kept quiet and kept going on about my business. And then one day I invite everyone out to nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I told them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of nachos, and I really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall, I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. I'm not standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because, of course, she does. And MRR just glares at me. Grace? Nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the gossipy one. I know. Grace is the one no one really likes, or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left without nachos, might I add, which is only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to MRR asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and sorry. That's a lot. You still following? What did MR say? Oh, okay. Get a load of this. MR says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads word for word an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I can believe that. I've been around high schoolers for a little bit too long. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, and I'm trying to my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, just stop being my friend. I was like, okay. And then she left me on read, which is when you like read the text message but you don't respond to it. And then like she saw my message and didn't reply. Yeah. If you're a weirdo like me who has like trust issues, read receipts are like really useful. Or maybe I just have been like around too many people who fucked me over. Maybe it was weird. A lot of the people I message nowadays, I know, get the message and actually respond to me. So, hey, I've chosen better friends through my life than the ones I had in high school. Gotcha. So this is all happening. I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of responsible or reasonable. And I'm venting my anger about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And out of nowhere, Noah texts me and says, like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that MP sent screenshots of everything I told her to group chat I got kicked out of. Alright. Yeah, well, no. Screenshots are pretty easy to understand. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everyone dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Good news is, you're not going to be in high school for very much longer. I mean, Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everyone else, but Emma R's been there since Mom died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stands at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I can take it back. I'm kinda mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everyone, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. It's your life. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for feeling feelings. That's what I'm going to guess they said. I accidentally clicked my mouse. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot that's been approximating human feelings this whole time, then you're stupid. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. Yeah, that's right, my girl Optimus Prime. The original OP. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Real friends don't do that. I think that's right. High school sucks is just a little too general. But real friends don't do that. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do that? Who do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful relationships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself. Wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting in the effort to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, it says more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing, and if they can't see that, well, bye, Becky. Bye, Felicia. I'll keep that in mind. I look down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Welp, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room, but before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops. Yes. Thank you. You're always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Hey, that one was fully voice acted.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Guys, you already know who's captured my heart. It's Damien. But, guys, stay safe, have fun, beware of high school drama, and most importantly, one of those things is more important than the others. So, stay safe, have fun, keep out of that high school drama. I just repeated myself. And goodbye. Miss you.